What up, what up? It's your boy John Ivy once again. And, I got a word, and I told myself I was not going to do these things unless I really did have a word that was on my heart. And I have a word on my heart today. I wasn't going to say anything about it. I was going to just leave it to the wayside. But for the very reason I was going to leave it to the wayside is why I have to say it. Look, if you're like me and you're getting back on the path, and you really feel a sense of salvation and, you're happy and you want kind of the world to know that, look, God saved me. Jesus saved me. Not just God, Jesus saved me through his son, Jesus Christ, specifically that. When you come back into that realization, don't be ashamed to tell people that's how you came back into the realization. Don't tiptoe around it. Don't do nothing. If God gave a word to you to speak, this is my opinion. God gave a word to you to speak, you speak it. You don't worry about what people are thinking, if you're real or if you're fake, or, oh, you're going too fast, or you're a baby Christian, you're a big Christian, you're a super Christian, you're whatever you are. When God gives you a word to speak, you speak it. He's given words to speak to anybody. God can use anybody to speak his word. It's not up to that person. I kind of heard somebody over the weekend say that if you do and you just not get back into this thing, you might not want to be talking to people about God. I don't believe that. I don't believe that. I believe that, even in, what was it? Peter, I was reading Peter 4:10, how he's saying that we all, been given gifts, and those gifts are to be used in various ways. Just because you're speaking and you're trying to lead people to Christ. I was brought up in a household where we were all supposed to be witnesses of the love and the grace of Jesus Christ. We used to go door to door. People don't do this no more. And I guess that's why the person said it, because they really don't understand evangelism. Being an evangelist, you don't have to be a preacher. You don't have to put yourself on a pedestal and announce it from the hilltops. But you can. If God put it on your heart to stand at the top of the hilltops and say this message, it don't matter if you've been a Christian 5 years, 5 minutes, or 50 years. You should have the discernment to know you go say it, no matter what no theologian tell you. Peter 4:10, and I think it's 1 Corinthians 1:27 are verses that you can kind of follow up with what I'm saying. God has using anybody over the years. He's using even the wicked. He said he can raise up and use. But if God put a word on your heart, don't be ashamed to speak it. And I'm encouraging every